Check it. I'm gonna do this one a cappella, like spoken word. I hear my cousin shot his mother in the back. He cried, "You had me arrested, Mom. How could you do that?" 6 bullets to the heart from point blank range. Then 2 more to the head because my cousin's insane. And when his pops came home, he had a pump in his hand. He said, "I'm sorry, but that's the way that it goes, old man." Blam, pump, blam, pump 2 more times. He never even left the scene of the crime. When the cops came and said, "We're taking you back home," he took a chrome 22 and put it to his dome. His note said, "Life's a bitch, and then you die." He left the whole neighborhood asking why. Did my sister kill her husband the other night? I know it ain't right, but all they ever did was fight. "Why were you out so late?" I heard him ask her one day. She said, "This is my life, baby. You ain't got nothing to say. And anyway, you got nerve to say something to me. I'm not the one who's sleeping with my secretary." He went to hit her then, but that's when I stepped in. I said, "You made her mouth, G, because that ain't for real, man." He put his hands down, but you know that look in his eye said it wasn't because of me he backed down. He just knew it was wise. I guess one day he just took it all a bit too far. She chopped him up. They still ain't found all the parts. Now the kids, 2 little beautiful girls, one named Camille, the other one Cheryl, had to stay with their auntie in the old neighborhood. It's too bad her little boy was always up to no good. He had a friend about his age. They're both 14. This ain't no Leave It to Beaver. These boys are just plain mean. Like one day his friend stayed over, and since there's only one bed, they took turns filling his cousins. And not one word was said, because the 2 little girls, 1 7, 1 9, were just too damn scared to think of dropping a dime. The next weekend again, this time a finger went in. Cheryl told Auntie Rosie about her son and his friend, but Auntie Rosie was blinded by the booze and the drugs and any shady man who offered his hand and a hug. So she turned the other cheek. She closed her eyes. The next weekend, little Camille was sodomized. The defense argued back that he's too young. The prosecution shot back, but the kid had a gun, and he went to a place he knew his father would be, away from anywhere the witnesses could see. Then he waited for hours for the man to come in. As he told his sister, "Dad will never hit you again." Then he gave her the gun and said, "Stay down low. Surprise, motherfucker!" Aluminum bat to the skull. Bam, 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 bam. His head cracked. God damn. Self-defense or premeditated? You've heard the evidence, now you debate it. 6 hours and they come back out. One's short, one's fat, one's strong, stout. A+ students on the dean's list. One was even nominated class president. Now she just had a date, but what she did not know, what she thought was innocent fun, was to be a 3-man show. First candlelight and dinner, a few drinks on the side, then a romantic movie to cap it off right. When she started feeling woozy, her date said, "Maybe you'd like to lie down in my bed." Unable to argue, the girl said yes. So he helped her up to his room to help her undress. Then he locked the door, turned the cameras on, called to his friends to come join the fun. The first one got on, she didn't make a sound. So he just went through the motions of up and down. When he came, he giggled, and he jumped back off, didn't pay to play. So he didn't realize the cost. The next one got on. She started to moan. She struggled, she fought, she pleaded, no. Smack. Yeah, he smacked her. He said, you want it. You know you do. You've already slept with half the school. Plus, if you didn't want it, you wouldn't have said yes. With logic like that, she could hardly protest. So when the third got on, she just closed her eyes. She wished for brighter days and sunny skies. A good day for a drive. So he got in the car, told his wife that he wasn't really going too far. As she blew him a kiss, as he drove away, she didn't realize he was gonna die that day. 'Cause on the other side of town, the mass murderer lives. The same life as our guy. A wife, 2 kids, a white picket fence, 3 TVs, a big backyard with sandboxes and swings. But today he's in his car, out taking a drive. And the smell of fresh blood is what keeps him alive. The other guy, let's call him Tom. He's a good friend of mine. You know, a well-to-do fella. He was honest and kind. He pulled up to the light, to the corner, and stopped at the light. But for some strange reason, he felt it didn't feel right. He started to think about his wife, his little girl, his dad, his mom, his son. His life flashed, his whole little world. He turned to the other car, to a shocking scene. The light was red. He saw him aim. He never saw it turn green. One serious song.